Hello Internet, Taliesin here. Life is all about looking forward, isn't it? And as we move into July, 2016 still has plenty to get excited about. Like, for example, 9 Lives, a movie where Kevin Spacey plays a billionaire who gets trapped inside the body of a cat called Mr. Fuzzy Pants. I mean, that movie is definitely going to be brilliant. I don't see what could possibly go wrong there. We might finally see some sensible, trustworthy heads of state being elected who definitely won't result in the collapse of civilization as we know it. And of course, World of Warcraft Legion, the expansion that promises to bring back the glory days of our favourite game by giving us Demon Hunters and the Ashbringer, because, you know, it's all about looking forward, like I say. And different people have different ways of coping with the sheer anticipation of waiting for a new World of Warcraft expansion. You could choose to play the beta or the PTR and totally burn yourself out on the game before it's even released. You could choose to go onto a Warcraft forum and tell everyone that you don't give a shit what's in the new expansion because it'll suck and you're not going to play it anyway because you haven't played since Kata, and that's how you know. And you should do that actually, because it's really interesting for everyone else to read that, honestly. Or you could just join us right now as we look at 5 things that people are looking forward to most in World of Warcraft Legion. And this is a spoiler-free video. I'm not going to be discussing anything that Blizzard don't make incredibly public in their literature or in their advertising for the game. And none of these things have happened yet. Some of them might turn out to be the most wonderful things that have ever happened to World of Warcraft. Some of them might end up single-handedly killing the game quicker than Mel Gibson kills the mood at Bar Mitzvah. That's not important. At this stage, it's all about that quiver of anticipation. And can you feel it? Quivering. Yeah, you can. That's the Legion quiver right there. Okay then, in no particular order, go, 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 go. And at number 5, we have killing Gul'dan. Yeah, Gul'dan, Warcraft's answer to that guy you went out with on a date 2 years ago, never saw again, but that every now and then will text you a picture of his cock at 2 AM. He's annoying, weird looking, and you thought you got rid of him years ago, but there is a tiny little part of you that's worried that one day he's going to turn up and kill all your friends. Now, an important thing to remember about Gul'dan at the moment is that he is not our Gul'dan, because our Gul'dan is dead and skullless. This is a different Gul'dan from an alternative timeline who we rescued from being a battery at the beginning of WoD, which is probably a bad idea in hindsight, and let cause all sorts of shit before Archimonde, who is our Archimonde, even though we're in a different timeline still, zapped him through this thing, and now he's totally in our timeline and ingratiating himself about as much as Richard Dawkins at Jesus Camp. Oh, and by the way, neither Gul'dan is to be confused with the movie Gul'dan, who's based on a whole different lore altogether. Look, all you really need to know is this. That mean-looking orc with the spiky bits coming out of his back, who's always surrounded by green demon fire, doing evil laughs, yeah, he's a baddie. We need to kill him. And kill him we will, because Gul'dan is the confirmed final boss of the Suramar raid in Legion, where after 2 years of him constantly popping up and causing irritation, like a chronic yeast infection, players will at last get the chance to kill Gul'dan. And I got a feeling this is something we're really going to enjoy, because we have got a lot of frustrations to take out. Okay, Gul'dan, you total twat bag. That is for Tanan Jungle. And that's for the fucking Saberstalker's rep grind. That's for pretty much all of the legendary ring quest chain. That's for Tyrant Velhari, you total cockwomble. And look, I know it's not really your fault that no one could ever do it right, but I'm still really hurting about that, okay? Oh, and that's for... and... Look, trust me, okay, it's really bad and he totally deserves what's coming to him. And that'll be it. You'll never have to worry about Gul'dan ever again until they make a Warcraft movie sequel. That's probably going to be in Chinese, don't worry. Oh, or unless you play Heroes of the Storm, for fuck's sake. Number 4 is the new wardrobe system. Because if you're anything like me, then you absolutely love your transmog. I can spend hours fiddling about in-game trying to decide what looks best, and it's a really difficult choice, you know. Should I wear the mooncloth robe? Or should I mix it right on up, be really naughty, and wear the runecloth robe instead? Oh, I don't even know. Can we just postpone raid for 10 minutes while I decide, please? Thanks. And if you're anything else like me, then your bags are just packed full of hundreds of mooncloth robes and runecloth robes that take up so much space, there's no room for really useful items like the Talisman of True Treasure Tracking. And where would I be without that? But Legion is about to solve all of our problems with its new wardrobe system, and people are rightly excited about this for all the space that it's going to free up and all the convenience that it will mean. Because whether you are a transmog Beyonce or more of a Steve Jobs, never again will you have to put all of your clothes into storage like a recently divorced dad. You only have to equip everything once, and then you can just throw it away if you like, because it's stored in your wardrobe forever. So just wear it once, throw it away. Wear it once, throw it away. Basically, Warcraft gear is now like every Christmas present your Uncle Mike has ever bought you. Dear Ulduar, I'm just writing to say Merry Christmas and thanks for the valorious Terrorblade helmet you sent me. It looks really great, as you can see. I wear it all the time and all my friends are super jealous. In fact, if anything, it was too good. Maybe next year just send a book token or an iTunes voucher instead, or just the hard cash. The cash will be absolutely fine. Anyway, hope all is well. Love to all the family. Taliesin. And that's just bind on equip gear. You'll also instantly be given every single quest item reward that you're eligible to equip from every quest you've ever completed, which, if you're a cloth wearer like me, means a lot of shirts that all look exactly like this. And stuff you don't even remember getting, like this fucking thing. I have no idea what this is, but I love it, and now I will wear it forever, and that's a fact. And not only that, but all of these things are bind on account. So all of your clothies get whatever this fucking thing is. How awesome is that? Oh, that is awesome, bro. Whatever that fucking thing is, it is so hot right now. Number 3 is Suramar. There's one thing that I am personally looking forward to the most is Suramar, the max level zone on the Broken Isles. Now I know what you're thinking, because you're thinking, a max level zone? You mean like Tanan Jungle? You mean Tanan Jungle, don't you? Fuck off! And then you'll have a sweaty flashback to gathering Black Fang claws, then you'll have to go and have a little lie down. But wait! Because Suramar is not that kind of max level zone. This is an entirely story-driven zone of missions, which I'm not even going to show you any footage from, because no one wants spoilers for this, I promise. It's supposedly completely optional, although that has been changed a bit now, where the reward is just experiencing the story and unlocking the absolutely wonderful Court of Stars dungeon, like I say. And it looks great. End-level storytelling is something that Warlords really dropped the ball on, and Suramar looks to put that right. And as far as last episodes go, be more of a Breaking Bad towards Lost, I suppose. There's no sea of blue exclamation marks, no bars to fill. Personally, I felt that there has been an element of RPG missing from this MMO RPG recently. And for those of us that have yearned for more immersion into the Warcraft world, this looks like it could be really great. And maybe you don't care, maybe you don't give a shit about immersion, but it's just another way to play the game at max level, and surely that's a good thing. Really, genuinely excited about this. Leveling zones, those things that you kind of stand around in for a bit while you're waiting for your dungeon queue to pop. Leveling and questing in World of Warcraft is like Chris Metzen's earring. It's always been there, you're safe in the knowledge it's never going to go anywhere, and despite how it feels a bit old-fashioned and stale, it's such a fundamental part of the universe that you can't imagine Warcraft without it. But like Bill Cosby at a cocktail party, Legion is mixing it up, guys. Leveling and questing is changing. I mean, it's not changing that much, obviously, you're still going to do a ton of mostly kill or collect quests. That's not going to change. But now you get to choose the order in which you tackle those various leveling zones, because each one will scale to your level throughout. This sounds like a really small thing of very little significance, doesn't it? Like when a teacher in school tried to teach me basic video editing on the computer, because seriously, when would I ever need to use something like that? That is totally useless to someone like me, and god, these videos take so long to make and I have no idea why. But what we're finding in the beta at the moment is that the difference that the zone scaling makes on your leveling experience is actually quite profound. Because suddenly, unexpectedly, you're not just counting down the 2 levels you need to ding before you can leave a zone and get better gear, you're just experiencing what's around you, gaining levels as you go, naturally as Prince Philip manages to be racist about people wherever he goes. What's that, Phil? Your next royal visit is to North Korea? I don't really think that's a good idea, Phil. I think maybe you should just call in sick for that one, yeah? And apart from the obvious advantages, like allowing you to finish a zone properly before your level increases compel you to move on, with numerous plot lines still up in the air, never to be completed, the fact that you get level-specific XP from anything you do, from questing, killing mobs, gathering, finding treasures, means that the leveling process should be a lot more varied this time around. And because you get artifact power from all those things as well, means that there's still reason to potter about the world and do them even at max level. And we haven't even touched on how much more fun alt leveling is going to be, or leveling with friends, or the ramifications that this system could potentially in the future have for leveling through old content and zones. But as you can see, it's all looking pretty promising and good so far. I've got a feeling this could genuinely turn out to be one of the most significant positive improvements of fundamental World of Warcraft gameplay that we've seen in years. Worth being excited about, I think. And at number 1, the feature that brings the 2 best punchlines in World of Warcraft together into one glorious, ridiculous whole, and not a big hole. Legion sees something happen that we've been waiting for years. Gnome hunters. And I know, gnome hunters already exist. They're called the Horde. But stop being a smartass, okay? You know what I mean. Now, of course, each of these individual parts, the gnome and the hunter, have long been the butt of many a cruel Warcraft joke, like, what does a hunter raid leader and vicious food poisoning have in common? They both lead to a night of wiping. Or, what's Chromie short for? She's only got little legs! Oh, hilarious. And that fun is about to get squared with Legion. Now, obviously, adding a gnome to the equation brings quite specific challenges to hunter gameplay, mostly regarding height, because that gnome isn't especially far away right now, that's her actual size. And obviously, if your game plan is to be accompanied by very big, hungry, wild beasts everywhere you go, this could cause problems of the Roy Horn variety. So if you're planning on starting a gnome hunter in the free patch, it's probably best to hold off hunting down Lochnahack for a bit and learn your trade on one of these adorable but strangely nightmarish mecha pets instead. Now, I know that compared to a bear or a dinosaur, the idea of going into battle against the largest demonic invasion that Azeroth has ever known, armed with a mechanical rabbit, which, let's face it, is the name of a dildo, might seem a little intimidating, but what you've got to remember is that that mechanical rabbit next to your tiny gnome is fucking massive, as is any other pet you can think of, actually, which has got to be an advantage overall. Kind of like the way that anyone who's in a movie with Keanu Reeves automatically looks like the best, most expressive actor in the entire world by comparison. Oh, by the way, what's the difference between a hunter and an ERPer? The ERPer knows how to pull. Oh, pull. Anyway, it's great. Gnome Hunters, awesome. And it means that there's only one race class combination left that absolutely needs to happen in the World of Warcraft, and that's the Tauren Rogue, which has to happen, please, just so I can have one and name him Invisible. Invisible. Oh, I can't wait for Legion. We'd like to give our special thanks for their help on this video to @OnyxOctopus, @AnglerKey, @Ubaluna, and @ArrowThereAlone, who all gave suggestions for the things that would feature on this video on our Twitter page, where you can join us by clicking on the Twitter link on the video. And of course, thanks to everyone else that gave suggestions as well that we weren't able to use this time. That is the end of the video. If you liked it, you can click like at the bottom there if you like, and subscribe. If you subscribe, I promise we will make more videos. If you didn't like it, downvote the shit out of it, and remember that my name is Asmongold. No, my name is Taliesin of Taliesin and Evertel. Check out some of our other videos on the screen now, and until next time, Internet, thanks very much.